Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker, Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare. Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums, where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
Salesman or something. Those suitcases could just contain a lot of cases.
47. This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into.
And the camera loves me too.
47. It looks like someone living in the chawl is using this room as a base of operations of some sort.
What do you mean? My mother always said I had a great singing voice. The neighbors would come and listen to me when I was a kid. I was the talk of the neighbors. I tried to go up there to spy on her.
If I can't adjust the scope right, I'll never make the shot.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
Damn it. If I don't With this viewfinder working, I will miss the shot for sure.
Good thinking, 47. Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow. Karan Dar, aka the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here, and now works as a gun for hire for local mobsters. But who would want Rangan dead?
Going somewhere.
47, our intel suggests the Maelstrom is hiding somewhere in the city slums. I've marked the headquarters of the Crows on your map.
I'm saying it depends, okay?
Yes, you do.
Up and running.
Delving straight into the heart of darkness, 47. Good luck.
Grab it and toss it in one of the furnaces in the metal workshop. Barabar?
This is the third time you're asking me this question. What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me, okay? I just want to make sure I don't mess up when the boss asks me to do something.
Relax. Yes, you grab the powder. Into the furnace, lots of smoke goes out. Whatever happens after that is your concern.
Okay, good. I wonder what does happen after this.
A photograph and a note addressed to Sagar the barber. This looks like a very recent picture of the Maelstrom. With this in hand, picking him out in a crowd should be possible.
This is ridiculous. I have been...
Looking
sharp, sir.
What?
47? That man there. He resembles the Maelstrom. Try to get close to him for a visual ID. No luck.
mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. If only I could compromise a little with my artistic integrity. This would run a lot smoother. I just can't do it. Why did I go along with this?
No, that wasn't him. Shame, not the maelstrom. That is not the maelstrom. No, that isn't the maelstrom. That is not the maelstrom.
Hey, that's not fair. The rules
47.
apply to everyone.
That nose. Those eyes. That can only be Wazir Kale, the maelstrom. Identification confirmed. That shot came from the chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is.
Where did you leave the costume for Dawood Rangan? I can't find it anymore.
Oh, I took care of it already. There was a rush on it, so I washed it. Trying a place. I need to take care of it.
I don't think we'll have more luck with this new foreman. Miss Shah wants to meet him up here for a talk, but he hasn't even left his office yet.
Maybe he's busy making plans. No.
Alright, so I need to understand a few things here. Nobody keeps track of time in any way?
The old foreman didn't really care so much about time. It was all about getting things done.
So how did he track that? I can't see any of his old files here.
I don't know where they might be.
Alright, how about the workload? How do you guys keep track of how many orders you go through in a day?
The old foreman did all that. I think he kept most of it in his head, actually. That was one of the things Miss Shah didn't really like. That and the fact that he would give us breaks.
She doesn't like giving breaks?
Hates it.
I see. Thank you. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them. I don't know where the papers are. If I could just find them, it would make my life a lot easier. But the old foreman, he hid them somewhere. If I knew why, I wouldn't have to look for them, would I? I just want to make sure I understand everything. If I show up for the bridge meeting with Miss Shah and I'm not prepared, well, let's just say I don't want that to happen. All right, I'll speak to you later. I'll never find those papers. Where the devil could he have hidden them?
The infamous Maelstrom is dead. Very well done, 47. Just one target left. Let's bring this one home.
What? You think that impresses me? I could do that if I wanted. But of course, I'm not an idiot, so I won't.
Oh my god! I cannot wait to see the new Rangan movie they're shooting over at the tower. I hate Star's charisma, Hassan.
Rangan, how can you support a man like that? He's a crook with a pie on every criminal finger out there. What?
No! He's such a nice man. I'm sure you will say.
No, I'm not. He's got the...
I don't think that's it.
guy? I think I remember him now. His name always reminded me of that actor guy who dated my sister in high school.
Always said that you loved him.
Where is she?
47.
Supposed to be on
It
the
appears
bridge,
the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here. So, the Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
My mother always said I had a great singing voice. The neighbors would come and listen to me when I was a kid. I was the talk of the neighbors, you know.
I just think that maybe you should take some lessons first or something. The judges can be pretty nasty. It's a live show, so there's no holding back.
Shilpa, it's my dream to go on X Factor India, and I don't care what anybody says. I know you're afraid that I will change when I become famous, but that's not going to happen. I might have a little less time for everybody, but I will be a really wonderful celebrity.
I love you, but you have a very special way of singing. And I'm not sure that it will be appreciated on that television show, you know?
Never mind, though. I want to see more money coming out of these people's apples. Once that is done, we will talk about further ideas. You think I don't see you down there, little ant? Scurrying about at your own pace, taking unnecessary breaks, drinking my water, wasting my money. You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this rebellious behavior. The days of slacking are over. You hear me?
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on? Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
that your boss will want to talk to me. By now, he should have found out about the unfortunate fates of Rangan Shah. I am the one responsible. Mad? No. On the contrary, I consider it a successful job interview. Just tell me where to go. Ah, yes, of course. I'll be there in no time.
Where are we heading, please?
According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all.